Good morning, everyone. I hope everybody had a wonderful day yesterday, and I hope everybody's having a wonderful day today. So I did a little bit of work last night and this morning, and just got some more of the base kind of worked out and made sure that things were good to go. Cleared out some of this northern area up here, and I still have some more that I want to clear out, but I started working on an idea for what I want to do for the railroad system. And this first section here is the oil section. And I went ahead and I did a large sort of parking area. But I was also contemplating the overall idea for the rail system itself. First of all, I want to use larger trains. Not quite as large as that playthrough from a few months ago, but definitely bigger cars, bigger setups. So we're going to do a 4/8 setup. I figure that should be more than suitable for what we want to do. And then, oh yeah, I can go ahead. Delete that, don't need it anymore. That was a marker to let me know where I wanted to set up my unloading station, or at least my first one. Now, one of the things that I want to do is with the trains. Nice. With the trains, we can set up interrupts for things like fuel and whatnot. So, no, not yet. Nope, still working on getting my network set up. We'll get there eventually. Today is the railroads, though. Because I need to set up oil, and I want to get elevated rails. But the other thing is that given okay, I could do that, I think. What I want to do is I want to put a pair of elevated rails that'll be center lines for express lanes. And then have it so that they will then come down to these side channels so that hopefully these will act as the on-off rails, on-off ramps for the main expressway. At least that's the thought. We'll see how that goes. But let's grab grenades, of which I have many. There we go. I don't know. We'll find out. Just the purple science, which is production. So once I get oil up and running and some of the other stuff, there we go. And also, okay, so I have a feeling this is slightly only related to what we're doing because it's Twitch related. But I have a feeling that Twitch is going to be going through some changes in the next 6 months. And the reason why is because there is an absolute drama shitstorm that got stirred up because they banned Asmongold for 14 days. It is just going nuts all of a sudden. And it's not because people are like, oh my god, how dare they? That's Asmongold. That's my bald king. But it's because of all of the other related shit that's suddenly coming to light. And it's like, oh my god. This is, and it's really interesting to see what's going on. And watching as the drama unfolds. But I don't know. I know I don't need massive production, but it's one of those things that I like to get set up for anyway. Just because of the fact that once I get set up for it, out of the way. But if I can get the infrastructure set up for it now, I don't have to worry about it as much later. And I have seen Troopin come up with a couple of videos talking about the new planets are absolutely amazing and really do change. Like, I haven't watched the videos, but he seems like super enamored with how good the new planets are. So there's that. Okay, I need... let's grab you. And we'll come down to here. These bots are so slow. But it's a trade-off for, you know, having them early. Okay. Now this should... there we go. Should hopefully... come down here. Yeah, it seems like a lot of people really are getting into the other planets and the space platforms and whatnot and absolutely loving them, which is good. That means that Woob did a good job at the expansion. And I think what really helped lean them in a direction that was going to be fun and interesting was the work that Arundel had already done with space exploration. So they had a good foundation for this is what people like about the idea of going to space and how they like going to space. So we can use that information to then make the expansion that much better. Oh. Nope, wrong way. That way. And then my oil is going to be down there. And then the other one that I'll need to do... and the nice thing about these is I should be able to nest these into each other fairly easily. So I can very easily do one for iron and copper, because I'm going to need to. And I may tweak up the exit off of the... station up there. Which, by the way, Brockstar, it took me a little bit to figure out what you were doing with the naming convention for your stations, but once I figured it out, it actually made a lot of sense. So I've kind of adopted it, plus what I had been doing with the naming convention for my stations. So I'm using the bracketed U because that's a great idea for unloading, and the bracketed L for loading. In fact, I think that's the direction you were going with it. But then I add the image. Yeah. I use the image so that I know what type of station it is. So that way I can keep it fairly straightforward and convenient. And then I think what I'll do is for fueling stations, just name them F. And then what type of fuel they are. Get more of these in place. How we doing on rails? I got plenty. Awesome. Yeah, I typically will do the icon and then whether it's a drop off or a pickup station. So, you know, like icon and then pick up or drop off. So that way it's much easier to figure out what it is and what it's supposed to do. Good question. All right, let's see. This needs to come down like this. Huh. That's one that's beyond me, unfortunately. There we go. Huh. That is actually really smart. I guess in that case, what you would do is it would be in the interrupts. Or part of groups. I don't know. That is kind of an iffy one. Like, I could definitely see how that would be way better. I mean, with the exception, of course, of, well, no, because you could use your liquid trains for anything. So, yeah. I could definitely see how that would be beneficial. Out of the way, trees. Holy hell. Move. Go. My God. There we go. Back into nice flat open terrain. I definitely am looking at setting up like a mega base, because why the hell not? They're fun. I know, I don't need to, but it doesn't matter. Oh, nice. No. Damn it. Hmm. No, that's wrong. That is correct. That's true. Like when you look at a lot of them, and especially when you're watching their videos, they're all like European and Asian and shit. Which nothing against them or anything. It's just, come on. Let's see. There we go. And that should suffice for now. I will probably have to come back and look at this again, but that's fine. For now, this is functional. This should get the point across. Let's see. Let's do that. Okay. You were at what, like 2? All right. Now we're starting to get somewhere. Let's block that off. That off. That. And that. Yeah, that'll have to do. Right there. Okay. And finally, you and you. And then exiting gets 1. There we go. Awesome. That should hopefully allow for the smooth movement through this entire thing. We'll find out. Probably not. I most likely completely screwed it up as I normally do, but that's okay. It is what it is, and it is not what it is not. But I'm not sure what it should be because it ain't something that it could be. Let's go ahead and drop these in place. No, that's not what I wanted. There we go. Out of the way. Jeez. You know what? Run on the rails. There's There's nobody there. It doesn't matter. Then I can do that. Perfect. Now let's see. I need to that's actually going to be a good one. That's going to be a real good one for now. And it's mostly just a lot of lay and rail today. Just vibing and railing. Man, it was funny. So I was checking my my email last night or slash this morning, just checking to see if I'd gotten any notifications or anything from like YouTube or Twitch or whatever. And apparently I had gotten a notification from Meta about needing my birthday for my Meta account. And I'm guessing because Meta and Facebook have separated again, which is like, you guys need to make up your damn minds. What are you going to do? But they just had to go over my information. So I had to re-log into my Facebook account, which I haven't done in so long. I'm like, oh shit, that's right. I do still have a Facebook account. But I'm checking it and I'm like, wow, I know who these people are, but I just like don't talk to any of them anymore. And Facebook itself has changed. It still looks like an old person website though. That's the funniest thing about it, is that you look at the Facebook layout and it still looks like it's from I don't even do that much, but I totally get it. But like most of like looking at the actual layout, I'm like, this looks like it's from 2003. That's how it looks. That's how it feels even. Let's see. Let's grab all of this. And I want to bring this up to about I mean, I can understand why some people would have trepidations against it, but at the same time, it's like it's Discord. And of course, there's always that one person who's like, oh, they're just going to use your information. And it's like, you're on fucking Facebook. If anybody's using your information, it's definitely Zuckerberg. Oh, God, yes, that's good stuff. I don't know why, but today was just one of those days where I needed a nice big glass of ice water. Okay, so I also should let's see about cleaning that up. Actually, no. I want to keep that. I don't know. We could get rid of it there. And just like right at. Yeah. That's a little bit better. I need to go in and make this actually better, but that is, you know, ads these days are so weird. I think a lot of it just comes from the fact that there's just so much random shit out there. Okay, that looks good. Oh no, I need more signals. Let's go get some more signals. Yeah, and you know, I remember the early days of the internet when you had like, what was it, Angel Fire and GeoCities and those sorts of free websites. And the fact that people would absolutely plaster big, gaudy, flashing GIF ads or GIF ads, however you want to say it, all over their damn page. And then of course there was the embedded audio of people playing different MP3s, and you could always tell what type of person was, you know, making that web page just by if they were using Evanescence or not. JIF, yeah. Well, that's just it too, is that, like, I understand why people would say GIF as GIF, because G, a soft G, is used in George. It's not Gorge, it's George. So I get why people might say it that way. I need to upgrade you to 100, I think. Drop off that, and those. Hey, what's up, Hollows? Need more of those. More of those. I don't know. But again, that is a perfect example of how you can go from a hard G to a soft G in the same derivative name. So from GIF to GIF. It makes sense. That's why it's funny that some people will get upset at it, even though historically that's a common occurrence. Jiggity. The jidge is up, man. And it's one of those things about language that's interesting, is the evolution of it. Need more of those. And then the other thing that's going to be fun is setting up the pickup station. Fake bullshit soft G. Oh. So it used to be Gorgios, I guess, would be what it was. Motherfucker. Drink yogurt. Oh, you know what? I kind of like the sound of that. That's one of those, it's, it hurts, but in a strangely pleasant way. Actually, we'll leave that there because I've already got a signal there. Yeah, that'll work. What about if I do that? Yes. I don't know what you were picking up, but okay. Oh, let's see. It's so far down here. This will be awesome when I start getting all of the other rails in here. Elevated rails. Get them connected up. Everybody starts being happy. It'll be awesome. Now we are there. Cool. There we are. Now I need let's grab from here to here. That'll work. Okay. Their remote viewer change really does help quite a bit. It does make it a lot easier to grab, and especially when you're laying out a rail network, it makes it a lot easier to grab parts and then repost them or repaste them as blueprints. So kudos to them for making that much better, because I imagine that helps a lot, and especially from what they were talking about during the Friday Factorio facts, how having that level of control over blueprint manipulation remotely is an absolute necessity. Oh, nice. Like it just makes sense. Which that's the important part, is making sense. Okay, I need to be able to. There we go. There we go. It's gonna be fantastic. I'm gonna be so full of wood. Wait. That's not right. Oh. Okay, I'm apparently really, really used to squeak through or something, or that they changed the hitboxes on trees, because I'm getting stopped by them way more than I used to. What I'm there you go. So if I had to do this, I would probably do it like probably like that. And then that way, because I really only need the one train coming in here if I have multiple locations, multiple stations. Deforestation, so good. Man, I was kind of irritated this morning. So I went to bed last night, probably around midnight or so, which for me is kind of early. And I took a melatonin because, you know, it's supposed to help you relax and get sleepy-ish. I was like, cool, I could use that. I still fucking wound up waking up at 4, and I was so annoyed. I was like, I did everything possible to try and sleep better. I turned off all the lights. I made sure that things were quiet in the room. I was comfortable. Still only got a few hours of sleep. Yes, my hormone replacement therapy. But, you know, try and get some extra sleep. And unfortunately, it was too damn warm. Somehow, it was like, you know, here we are. We've been having like low 40-degree weather for a while. Now, all of a sudden, oh yeah, by the way, yeah, you need a vacation just so you can get some sleep. This needs to all go away so that I can see what the hell I'm doing. And like right now, I'm in this like weird split sleep schedule where I get like 3 hours in the afternoon. So like after I end my stream, I'm awake for maybe like another hour or so, and then I lay down, and then I wake up and do dinner, and then after that I'm awake for probably another 6 hours, and then I get 3 hours of sleep, 3-4 hours of sleep maybe. And then I'm awake for another 6 to 7 hours. And it's really frustrating because I would like to sleep for a whole 8 hours. Oh, there's still more over here. Nice. But no, I'm not allowed to. I was telling my mom, though, I do miss getting high all the time, because man, that was some of the best sleep I ever got. That constantly being baked was great because of the fact that I was always sleepy. Let's actually go ahead and oof. As carefully as we can, completely uncover all of this. Grenades really are great for clearing out trees, though. This is fantastic. It seems like they've also increased the density of the naturally generated trees, which is nice. frustrating, but nice. Uh-oh. Let's drop you there. Absolutely. Well, that's what I went ahead and did is set up a couple of spots where I am doing the combat research so that I can collect grenades and whatnot. Now that's interesting. They moved the output of the oil rig to match the ability. That's like in the upper corner or the lower corner. That is weird. Does make it a little more predictable as far as where it's going to be, but it's still strange because you have to get used to the placement. And there we go. So now I need go up to there. Pump jacks, no, you can't flip them. You can only rotate them, but that's okay. Generally, I don't need to flip them. As long as I understand their rotation and how they're going to rotate, I can make it work. And let's down here like that. That will connect all of those. Wow, and I still have a whole bunch more. This is nice. This is a good field. Let's do that. Down here like that. I think that should be it. And again. That. The fun part is going to be setting up all of the power lines for this. And then, of course, there's also the really nice thing of having changed the way that fluid pipes work. I think that was the biggest pain point for a long time for a lot of people, was just how the hell do these things work? And do they work? Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, so that gets all of those connected. And that looks like everybody should be happy. Make sure we didn't miss anyone. Nope, okay. Let's get that in there. There we go. And everybody's happy. Awesome. And where do I want to... You know what? Let's do it down here. That's what she said. Kind of wish I had substations already, but that should be... Actually, that should already be connected because of that one. That should be good. Bring this up, then get that one. That should be about everybody. There. Now I just got to get this all connected up. You need to be L. Not loser, just loading. The extra rail shapes are nice too. I like having a little bit more flexibility in the actual rail line and how it all comes together. Here we are. And I'll worry more, or I will worry later about getting it connected going the other way, but for right now, I just want to get this particular line up and running so that I can get once I get that connected, we'll find out. Oh, absolutely. Like, once I get to that point where I actually have proper bots, I'll start doing that. The ones that I have on here right now are just from a mod. It's a simple start or whatever. I was like, I don't feel like going through all that bullshit. Unfortunately, my usual tiny start is not currently operational, which makes me sad. Boom! Instant finish on that. Alright, let's get started with sulfur, plastics, and we'll do flammables, battery, advanced, and we'll go from there. And then, of course, the nice thing is that I have plenty of space here for setting up the... if I wanted to set up a patch on the ore there for collection, which I will probably need at some point. And of course there are some I did not get. Should be all of them. Let's also toss in some lights here. Oh, so for giggles, today, this morning, I went ahead and I popped onto my SS Revenge playthrough on Space Engineers and went ahead and teleported my ship close to one of the signals for the Factorio. And I went through and I made sure to set up all of my weapons so that they were either attacking offensive weapons or they were attacking thrusters. Funny thing was that they damn near completely obliterated the base because of the fact that they were still too numerous, and the Factorum sucks compared to what I've got on that ship. And so by the time I finished completely breaking down the base, they still hadn't shown up yet, which was amusing. And I was like, well, okay, so Factorum, not a threat. Which I was a little disappointed. But, you know, it is what it is. Actually, I want to do this. Let's grab this. I have... Oh, I do have... Okay. There we go. What? Oh, with train. God bless it. There's too many damn rules. There. Then I can go ahead and get rid of this. Oops. And I should be able to do that. One and then like that. Yeah, that'll be good. Now we can go across. Eyeball. Stop that. There we go. That should be good. Now, here's the fun part. It looks like I should have a completed circuit all the way from unload to load. But I don't currently... Well, let's see, I need to clear out that. But I don't have a refueling station yet. So I think that's going to be kind of the next important part, is being able to refuel. So what I should do is grab a bunch of coal. And I've got 4 cars on there, so that's going to take a little bit of doing. And this is just plugging away. Awesome. So I think if I have this connected to the circuit network, then I could set it so that it automatically sends a train from the depot based off of whatever the circuit signal is. I think that's the way that that would work. But I'm not sure how I would set the train to do it unless train groups are part of that. So if the train is part of a specific group of other trains, they all work within whatever network is assigned to them. If I had to guess. You empty? Are indeed empty. Looks like I might have to start cleaning up copper soon. Or finding copper soon. Let's see. So what I want to do is let's go grab some more coal somewhere. In fact, right here will work perfectly. As what I can do. Ooh, mining productivity, absolutely, that's going to be next. Bulk inserter. And then chemical science pack. So what I need, do I have, start some oil and chemical plants. There we go. That should be enough. Okay. EU add station. We are going to do load, and then full cargo, unload, empty cargo, and go. Make sure all of this works. All right. Is that like, no, not hitting a power limit. And I'm not hitting a flow limit or anything. It's just wanting to be slow. And they're all connected. Okay. Whatever. So each one of these stores 25K. So that's 8 cars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So if all of these are full, that should be equivalent to the 8 cars that are on the actual train. What I may do is set this to time passed or full cargo or time passed, and we'll give this a minute. So if it's not full after a minute, just move on. Awesome. And these should... Awesome. Should be able to start filling this up, which I need one more of those. And there, yep, awesome. Let's do at least 2 trains worth of oil here. So if I have 2 absolutely full trains of oil come in, crude oil come in, I want them to be able to offload everything into this. Now, of course, this may change, but that's what we're looking at. The next thing I need to look at is where I want to divert all of this, because I still need to, at some point in time, add in the additional stations. let's take all of this. Nope. Well, all of you. That there. Yeah, I'm gonna have to shift that around. That's okay. All right. Don't need all of that. I do want to put rid of all of this and all of that. Go to work. So this is going to be the next station. This is going to be kind of the model that we're going to utilize for our stations going forward. Now, I kind of wish I currently had the laboratory mod that I had previously, so that way I could just take this into that, be able to work on it and blueprint out the actual station for unloading. Let's get all of this in place. You are not that yet. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 3. There we go. Now we'll let it finish doing its thing. What else we got coming up? Let's see. That'll be. Oh, let's also throw on some modules. I think we'll wait and see what else we want to do after that. Okay. Not like a ton of oil on there, but still not bad. Like, that'll go a long way towards making sure that we have enough to operate with. Clear out some of this. Awesome. So what I want to do is bring this in and across. There. Then I can run this straight across, and that will continue to work very well for the exits for our additional stations that we put for unloading. the next thing is I need a bunch of chests. And the reason why is because I want what will essentially be unloading into the chest directly. So what I'll do is I will unload directly from the chests, or unload from the trains into the chests, which will then allow me to maximize the, or minimize the amount of time that a train actually spends at a station. So the train comes in, dumps everything into the chests. The chests will act as our buffers so that everything else will then go out from there to the actual system itself. What I will do though is not that are here. No, go away. Not you. Why are you opening up? We're going to set you to manual for now. The reason why I want to set it to manual is so that way it's not eating up a bunch of fuel I don't have. Because currently I don't have anything set up for refueling, which I will have a station that is just for refueling. I'll probably set up one of these similarly that does that. So it should be fun. Nice. Thanks a little bit. Sitting here looking at my YouTube channel because I'm watching it. You know, any content creator spends a little bit of time watching not necessarily their specific content, but at least the areas where they are creating the content on. And initially, I wasn't getting a whole lot of traffic. I'm still not getting amazing traffic, but I am starting to get views on my VODs. So there's that. So it's just good to keep an eye on it every once in a while and see where that stuff is at. And then, as I mentioned on Discord the other day, I was looking at some mods, and one of them popped up, which is Real Solar System. And that one actually looks really interesting because of the fact that it is a real moving solar system, as opposed to what we have currently, which are just static objects in space. So I'm actually curious to see how it works and how it is going to work. And hopefully it's actually really cool. Do I have enough? It looks like I do. Awesome. Looks like I have enough. What I should do. Because these are massive stations. But it looks like I should have enough rails to complete this station at least. All right. So here goes our first station for unloading solid stuff. And I like the fact that they nest into each other incredibly well. It's going to look really, really cool when it all gets done. What I'm looking at is something like that. Need more of these, I think. Let's take something. There we go. And we'll do priority. There we go. And then there we go. You, and you. That's entirely plausible now that you mention it. Now, I know some of the views, like a couple of the views are actual real people. Because my mom will sometimes watch one of my videos. My mom supports me. She says I'm special. Oh no, I need more, what, steel? Yeah, steel plate. And more of the inserters. Which, that's going to be the next step, is reproducing or producing the red circuits. But I need plastic and stuff for that. See, where are, I have them here. There, and then I need steel. Am I making them anywhere? Don't think I am. And I'm not bringing any in. Okay. Let's set up you do that. R. Say 50. Let's go ahead and upgrade that. There. That should go ahead and start making more of those. Yay. What's also interesting is because I usually use lo-fi playlists and songs from YouTube. When I go to upload the VODs, YouTube automatically flags them with copyright, but it says that the song or the artist allows it to be used on YouTube. And so all of the VODs that I've been uploading are all like copyright, copyright, copyright. And then it gets to the one where I used my music and no issues whatsoever. Like, you know what? I might have to actually get back into making music again. If that's going to be the case. I might just have to start doing that some more. Let's drop off those. There we go. Oh, awesome. What do I need for you guys? Red circuits and the fast inserters. So I will need that. Do I not have? Nope, I need one more. Awesome. And then you can become that. Awesome. And your ooh. There we go. That'll work. And then the only other thing that I need is those and the red circuits. So as long as I can bring red circuits in here at some point and get those made and then run them up along here, I will be able to start making the bulk inserters. So that aside, let's go ahead and start or continue working on that and modules. Which quality modules are going to be a thing that I want to start working on at some point. Awesome. Let's see. Ah, good. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 coming in. Total of 8 lines. I can condense that down, I think. Out of the way. What do I have? I have an 8 to 4, I think. Not sure. Let's then. All right, there we go. That should hopefully be able to drop this all down to. There we go. Are. No. Excellent. And run. Yeah, this will work. Okay. That should allow me to go ahead and offload all 8 cars as quickly as possible. So that way this all goes from 8 into 4. And then from 4 into the actual system, I think, at that point. Now, the other thing that I have available to me because of mods is warehouses, which hold a whole lot more. Storage size 1800, that's 450. So if I do a warehouse instead, because the standard steel chest is 48, warehouse is going to be a lot larger. So I can do that, and then load it all into the warehouse, and then from the warehouse it would load into the rest of the system. Now the question is, and usually the answer just winds up being, however you want to do it, but there we go. What I'm thinking I might do, actually I'm just going to bring in the raw stuff anyway, because there's 2 different schools of thought on how to handle incoming resources. There are some people who are like, I want it as compressed as possible, and by compressed I mean it takes so many raw ore to make a plate. So I think it's like not necessarily 1-to-1. It's like 2-to-1 or something like that for iron. What is it? Let's just look. 1 iron ore, but iron ore stacks up differently than iron plates. So you can get more iron plates in place compared to iron ore. So what some people will go ahead and do is actually have their they will have their ore deposits feeding directly into a smeltery, and then the smeltery then loads up into the train. However, I think for the purposes of what we are going to be doing, I am actually just going to keep it pretty simple and have it so that we will do our ore. The ore will then get deposited out here or wherever, and then that will then lead into the smelter array. Since we've already got this set up, for right now it just makes sense that we'll use this and feed into it. Because eventually what I'll do is have the belts coming down to here. Like once I get this emptied out, all of this is going to then get changed so that I have the 4 lanes coming out here and then up into the train station. The other thing, and this is like I've been tweaking this a little bit, is I've been changing where... Ooh. Yeah, absolutely. I can get rid of these. Just realized. And eventually I'll be able to swap out all of these inserters. Yes. Well, I've already got the modules, although I'm not making them yet for obvious reasons. But once I am capable of making them, and then also once I upgrade to electric furnaces, that's the other important thing, is the upgrading to the furnaces. I am, however, surprised at how well this system is working on keeping up with our circuit production. Now, of course, that's going to change when I start doing red circuits, but for now, need more grenades. Let's grab some more ammo. We're doing good on walls. Like, honestly, all of this, I'm really surprised at how well it's been handling my setup. Because usually when I do something like this, that is a fair point. And also switching or having a nuclear setup as well, since you'll require more power. There we go. Ugh. Yeah, but the thing is, unless you go heavy into coal liquefaction, there really isn't an issue of a lack of fuel, because coal is so abundant. Like, yes, you use coal for plastic, but it's not so inefficient that it, sits there and absolutely drains everything you're doing. So, all right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all of this out. That's true. It depends on if the map is actually, like, with you or not. We are going to turn this. Yeah. And there. I was looking at that and I was like, nah, I need that to be more compact because I need to be able to fit additional stations in here. So if I can make this more compact, all the better for it. Oh, Jesus. Yeah. At that particular point in time, then yes. Oh. That's one of those where you definitely need to pay more attention to where your resources are at. All right, so the first one we'll do is going to be iron ore. Not that I need it yet. Although, you know what? Instead of... Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Let's grab the rails and we'll bring it out a couple. And then I want to do that. Oh God, this is going to be painful trying to see this. Save blueprint. I've got an idea. I think I might have. Do I have it? That hasn't been upgraded yet. Darn. Faster robots. Nope, you still suck. Okay. There was, and I thought I had it again. You guys haven't been updated yet. That sucks. But I thought I had. No way. Nope. I thought I had the lab. Am I just not seeing it? It's under. Yeah, okay. So there, I do have it. Setting mods. Player. Editor extensions. Okay. Aha. Okay, now where is it? Let's see, controls. Okay, I like being able to do that. Map editor. I don't want to do that. Excuse me, good Lord. Planner. It probably does. Oh, okay. There, now it's... Aha! Okay. Now I can go ahead and paste that. And we can clear out that stuff. That's also probably entirely true. Well, it's like Windows. I swear to God, Microsoft is doing everything they can to make sure that you are not allowed to have any control over your own operating system. Because apparently now, if you want to use, if you want to use your computer, that didn't work as I suspected it would. Like they're now making it so that their recall app is tied directly into Windows Explorer itself on Windows 11. And if you try and remove it, Windows Explorer doesn't work right. It's like, what the hell are you doing, Microsoft? Just stop. Just stop. That should be good. Let's make this, yeah. Ooh, okay. That actually works really well. So I will take you, select contents, and large unload station. And there. Cool. Okay, so you can turn off recall, but if you remove recall from the actual install of Windows, Windows Explorer doesn't work. Now, the reason why that is a thing is because of the business deployments that will be made. So when you go to create the ISO itself for the installation, you have to make sure that recall is on it and then go in and disable it. That's why it's a big concern, because of the fact that business installs are having to deal with the bullshit of it. But it's just one more, because this was the same problem that Microsoft had to deal with, what was it, like 10 years ago in the UK? Where, and actually, no, I think it was with Windows XP or Windows Vista, one of the two, where, again, Windows Explorer was tied to Internet Explorer. And they got in trouble by the EU for that shit. Windows has a notoriously bad habit of tying apps directly into Windows Explorer and then saying you have to run this if you want to continue running Windows correctly. And actually, let's see what Windows Recall actually is. What is Windows Recall? Yeah, okay. So Windows Recall is a feature that takes screenshots of your screen and stores them locally on your device so you can search for content later. No, that's not what... So, again, Windows Recall is specifically... So, there are aspects of a new... I really wish Windows didn't suck. I really, really wish Windows 11 didn't suck. It is constantly takes screenshots of your computer as you do things, specifically because it's using AI learning in order to monitor what you do on your computer for the sole purpose of making it easier to use your computer. That's what Microsoft is telling people it does. However, I don't believe that. I sure as shit don't believe that. So it's one of those things that I just personally don't like the idea of Microsoft having that much oversight over my machine. If you're watching videos, if you're inputting passwords, if you're putting in personal information, if you're registering on websites, if you're checking your email, doesn't matter what you're doing, it will watch it. And just because Apple is doing it does not make it less wrong. That's like saying, yeah, well, my neighbor got to kill somebody. Why don't I? Well, your neighbor is just special, okay? There we go. So now that takes care of that loading station. That's because when you look at the two types of users of computers, you have Apple users and you have Microsoft users. Apple users are, well, they're Apple users. So there's that. But Microsoft or Windows users are different in that respect. It's sort of like the argument of Android versus Apple. You know, we use Android because we want less oversight. But it seems like as time progresses, we're reaching a point where more and more companies are wanting more and more control over what you are and are not capable of doing on their software. And especially in the case of Windows, which was really supposed to be designed, or at least it was sold on the idea that you as a user had control over your own computer. I think the other problem that we run into is AI is getting used for everything. It's starting to get a little tedious. Let's just use AI for this. No, let's not. It's not necessary. No, don't need that. I didn't even hear anything about timeline. It's 10. I've never even heard about timeline. Like, that is an entirely new one to me. People did bitch and throw a huge shit fit, though, about Cortana, so there's that. I can get rid of that one. So it's not just about the internet telling me to be upset about it. It's about the principle of the fact that Windows has, and this is even as far back as, like I mentioned, with the whole Internet Explorer thing, is that, and this is not just Microsoft. Apple does this too. A lot of companies are doing this. And I've mentioned it before in gaming, is that more and more companies are demanding that you do things a specific way and doing as much as possible to reduce the freedom that you have on the product that you own. And it's no longer even that you own the product. It's a big deal right now, and it's going through government committees about laws being passed as far as digital ownership goes. If I buy something online, currently, if it's a digital product, I am only leasing it from the company that I have given money to. And especially in a situation where the physical and the digital copies are identically priced. Okay, so, well, that's just it. Is AI these days is running on just about everything. That's also part of the reason why I refuse to upgrade. And there's a lot of other reasons why I won't upgrade to Windows 11 if I can help it. And that one is incorrect. There we go. As somebody who appreciates technology, there are aspects of AI which are incredibly beneficial to the day-to-day person. But the problem is not necessarily how they can be beneficial to the day-to-day person, but how the corporations out there want to use AI to take advantage of the day-to-day person. Fuck iCloud. iCloud gets hacked so often these days. And there. Now we're starting to see some change here. And see, that's the other thing that really bothers me. And I think somebody should sue Microsoft over this. When they released Windows 10, they sold it, or they told people, this is the last operating system that you're ever going to need. But here we are, years later, and we've got a new version of Windows. Well, and unless I get a major upgrade to my computer, I'm fucked. I can't upgrade to Windows 11 because I don't have the right technology under the hood. That's not the intent of their words, and the words themselves are important in marketing. If you tell somebody you will never have to buy another copy, that's one thing. If you say Windows 10 is the last operating system you'll ever need, that's different. Space science? Am I doing that now? Oh. Yeah, exactly. There are, I imagine, millions of PCs right now that are incapable of running Windows 11 because they're not eligible. Oh, I see. Interesting. Now, I remember that very vividly being a thing. I couldn't. Yeah, that feels better. I remember that being part of the marketing materials because of the fact that Windows 8, 8.1, and then Windows 10 came out so quickly in succession. And it was within like what, a 5-year period, because that was the time frame that I was working at Geek Squad. So I remember when Windows 10 came out, that was a very big thing, and that was something that they were pushing about Windows 10, was that it was supposed to be like the biggest, the best, the one that will never have to be upgraded again. Now, the irony of it is that is not the only time that particular phrase has been used before by companies, because they used to sell computers, desktop computers, with the last computer you'll ever need. I don't think that's strictly 100% correct, but again, that was also a lot of drugs ago. But ultimately, at the end of the day, it's one of those that, honestly, I find myself day by day looking more and more into the possibility of switching over to Linux of some sort. I just wish Linux had a better distro that was a little bit more user-friendly without having to get into the guts of it. It wasn't even that I read it on the internet. I don't know. How well does Proton handle Windows stuff? Because that's the other thing, is I do have a lot of Windows software that I still use. Or Windows-based software. Oh, there we go. That works. And that whole "I read it on the internet, so it must be true" is actually a terrible counter-argument, because we literally read everything on the internet. We can't not read everything on the internet. So using that as a counter-argument is just as bad as "I read it in the newspaper, so it must be true." Of course, somebody wrote it. Unless you were specifically there and watched it since the dawn of time, we just kind of have to take their word for it. Healthy skepticism, yes. However, absolutely not. Nobody needs more than 640K. If they do, they're doing it wrong. Take us back to typewriters, damn it. Typewriters, whiteout. That's all we need. Okay, I'm getting distracted here. I should actually be doing something. Let's go ahead and grab... Oh, that's what I need, is some pipes and stuff. How am I out of pipes? Oh, because I used it for making the refineries and stuff. There's actually a game that I want to get. And part of the reason why I want to get the game is because it looks interesting. But it's a game called Animal Well. And what's really cool about it is the whole thing is like 33, 34 megabytes. But apparently there's a lot of game packed into that 33, 34 megabytes. See, I wish marketing stopped running development and releases. And where is my music? There we go. I think that's one of the biggest problems that we face today is that marketing basically runs 95% of everything. And in most cases, you look at a lot of companies and they're no longer a product company. They're either data gathering or marketing that just so happen to also make a product or a service. Yeah, let's do these. I like these. No, I can't reach. Damn. Well, it's not about listening to marketing. It's about the fact that marketing winds up controlling the decision-making process for many of the businesses that are out there. Whether it initially started that way or it wound up that way is different. And you're not wrong. But the unfortunate reality is that most companies start, like in most situations, they start with good intentions. And then they get a marketing department. And then that marketing department winds up controlling what winds up coming out and happening. Because they see, look at all the money we are making. Funny enough, that actually used to happen to my dad. There was a company that he worked for that he himself would helped found. It was him and one other guy that he had known for a lot of years. And his business partner would go to these meetings and would make all sorts of promises about what the software and what the hardware was going to be able to do. And then he would come back to my dad and go, by the way, I told him that it could do this. And so my dad had like 2 weeks to figure out how to make it do that. Fortunately, he was really good at it. That's true. The news does get a little alien happy sometimes. Okay. I need... Do I have enough for another one? No. I need more. Let's grab some more steel plates, because why not? All right, man. Have a good one, Brockstar. Let's grab some more of this. And we'll do 5 because that ought to be sufficient. And now the fun part is, let's bring this back a little bit. Yeah, this will work. And then I can do there. Let's space these out a little bit. Excellent. And that will then allow us to do. Boop, boop. Well, and outdated is actually an incredibly accurate description of the situation. Because of the fact that we are seeing light from potentially, anywhere between a few years ago to millions of years ago to billions of years ago, there could have been alien life that has already existed and perished or gone extinct, and we won't know about it until much later. That's one of the fun things about light speed travel, is that it sucks. Light speed is at the speed of light, therefore we are at the whims of that speed. The data, the information that we have available to us is based off of that long ago. I knew I had some more of them. So at some point in time, we may actually come across aliens that are fairly close to us because they are on a similar trajectory evolutionarily as we are, which would be kind of cool. Let's do that and get these in here. There we are. Excellent. Now we're starting to get our petroleum gas. Nice. That's what I ought to do. Let's put that in there. And just pull as much through here as we can. Awesome. There we go. All right, I'm going to take a... Yeah, absolutely. When we think about speeds in general, we're thinking about speed of sound and speed of light. And we don't seem to realize how incredibly slow those actually are universally. But I am going to take a short AFK. I will be back in just a few. Let's check our pollution cloud. Oh, nice. I will get to that in just a few. Anyway, I shall be back in a second here. There. I will be back shortly. Okay, I'm only sort of back. I've got some food that's being microwaved. Mm-hmm. Oh, cool. Oh, now that's nifty. Nope. Yeah, definitely have to start getting ready to pull in some iron ore here. Which, that reminds me, I need to grab some electric miners. And yes, I know I still have my AFK for tea up, but I'm going to leave it up for now because I'm waiting to stand back up. Probably going to want to grab some stone at some point as well. I remember a while back, I was doing a particular playthrough of Factorio, and I had set up my rail station so that I was bringing everything in on a single line. Unloading the train was actually very easy and very quick. The problem, though, was that once it started to back up, once the main line started to back up, I couldn't unload anything else. And so it would all wind up getting kind of stuck. So one of the things that I am going to make sure that I never do again is something like that, unless I have a smart system in place where it is intelligently calling trains to load and unload stuff. Let's see. How are we doing over here on... Okay. And then we've got plenty of crude oil here. Let's see. I should be able... If I take... Nope. That's too far away. All right. Now I should be able to set this so that if there is more than, let's say, or less than 30,000. Nope. Let's set you to... Okay. And since this is all kept pretty even by the network, that should all work. Theoretically. So once this hits 7,000, then it should automatically send it out to go collect more and then come back. I hope. I really hope. This is the first time I'm using logistics with my trains, so I don't know how well it's all going to work out. But theoretically, that's how things should be. And so it should be a scenario where that's it all winds up coming out like that. So we'll see. Let us go ahead and grab some more belts, though. Let's actually drop off. all of those, which I really didn't need that many. Unfortunately, when I had been setting this up, I had forgotten to set up the correct limits for the splitters. And so it just filled up an entire iron box full of them. I was like, oh, I really did not need that many. There we go. And I should have... Yeah. Oh, I do. Okay, cool. Oh, sweet. Thank you. If you just want to set it there. Awesome. You're the best. Okay, I can go ahead and swap that. And I do have... Let's see. Let's pull this around. This is teriyaki noodle bowl kind of thing. Ramen, but my sister usually gets these for lunches at work because they're really easy to make. And I was smelling it the other night and I was like, oh, that actually smells so good. So she went ahead and she got a whole bunch because they were on sale, and she's like, you can go ahead and have one. I'm like, haha, you fool. Thanks. So I was making it on my tea break and had meant to go up there. All right, let's run on down here. What I want to do is potentially take the station that we have down there and build a version of it up here. So let's take all of this. There you go. Ramen is amazing stuff. It shouldn't be, but it is. And I need... Let's see. Ramen is just good in general. Yeah, we'll put that there. Like, usually I have Maruchan ramen. Don't do that one. Up here, and we get to completely rebuild this. This is load. Damn it. Make sure that gets renamed correctly, and then I need that. Perfect. Get rid of all these goddamn trees. rid of all of these as well. Trees and stones and such. I think that's what I need to do, is I need to go ahead and make a mouth orgy emote. God, they're so slow. Let's do that. Let's actually go ahead and get all of our modules researched. And that should be good. And apologies for eating on stream. I generally don't like to do it. I know I have in the past, but usually if I'm streaming, I'm like just streaming if at all possible. But I am actually quite hungry. I know. I know most people don't care. But it's like, it's a me thing more than anything else. I don't like doing it on stream. That's all. Why am I in the woods? There we are. Let's finish getting all the rails placed. Hopefully I have enough. There we go. Oh shit. That was almost really bad. All right, so good news. Apparently, my circuit network works. So there's that. Let's go ahead and clean up all of these. Yes, I did. If I had not moved when I did, I would have been run over. Which I was like, okay, fair enough. There we are. And then just make sure that that's all set. Perfect. So now hopefully Oh, you're asleep because... why are you asleep? Oh, because you have 7.4K. And then... So why did it go is what I want to know. There's no reason why that should have left. Anyway, we'll get there eventually. Ad station, you are going to be... Oh, you are actually... You need to be renamed to that. There we go. So you are load full cargo, add station, unload. Empty cargo. Oh, okay. Groups, stations. Okay. That's interesting. I have to play around with that. Let's finish off this. There's a whole lot. I could absolutely eat a second one of those. Okay. I need you to come here. That was delicious. Why are you... Oh, elevated rails. Okay. Okay, just teaching me about that. All right, now we'll switch you back to... So I need to split... And I also am going to need a lot more inserters. As I currently do not have enough. There we go. So let's just run up here. So I have a feeling that what I need to do is actually remove the circuit network connection to the station and then set up an interrupt instead for the crude oil. So that way, yeah, those are almost empty, or those are almost full anyway. So I need to start doing something with that. Because right now, the station itself, I don't want to enable or disable it. I want the train add interrupt. That is under trains. Okay. Personal logistics. Yeah, that's that. I don't need to know about that. What's all right? Let's empty cargo and circuit condition is less than 6,000. There we go. Okay, that's what I was looking for. Is so that way, if this gets under 6,000, then it goes ahead and it sends a signal to the train that the train needs to then go out and collect more oil. Bingo. That's what I needed. So that should mean that I never get under a certain amount of oil before it goes ahead and it sends out the train to go grab more. I don't have any red circuits yet. That's the next thing I need to do is set that up. I'll probably either do that overnight or tomorrow, as today is mostly about the trains. Also, I'm not certain yet where I want to set up red circuit construction because I need to set up, I need to bring up iron plates and copper plates, as well as, what is it, plastic, or, yeah. No, well, yeah, because I need to make the electronic circuits, and then I need to make the copper cable. So I would need, how would I want to do that? I suppose all I really would need to do is just expand this. Take this. And then let's Oh, shit. Duh. Go grab our belts. And where's my underground belts? Dude, I should be making them over there. Oh, because I know why. I wound up moving where that was being made. Oh, those didn't get upgraded. Okay. Like, why isn't it? There we go. That's how that's done. Grab our belts. I need undergrounds. We'll run back down here. Yeah, as this starts getting kicked in. Let's see. So. There. That should hopefully get everybody better prepared for what's going on. Yeah, there we go. So that way, once I start making plastic and I start bringing plastic down, because eventually I need to get rid of this as well. The stone will probably get pulled out. So I'll have a little bit more space up here for what's going on. And then eventually, same with, a lot of this will get torn out and replaced. So having this over here is actually not a bad thing. Anyway, though, the biggest thing that I need to do, that's set up for tomorrow, is to work on red circuits, or tonight, depending on how I feel about it. Because for it's blue, I need what do I need for you? I just need to unlock that. So I need to set up blue science, which is the sulfur, advanced circuits, and engine units. Engine units are going to be the biggest pain in the ass because of the fact that I'm going to have to produce a lot of them. They're very slow to produce. I need to let's also add you, because eventually I will be. Grab more of those. Should have enough mining machines. Let's get back to work. And what I want to do is set up our loading station first. And then once that's set up, yay. Awesome. They're all set. That's 4. So I need to go from 4 to 8. Let's do something like that. And downgrade all of these. Oh, awesome. So this is now waiting. Okay. Well, it was waiting already, but it is waiting more now. And there. Now this comes up 2. This is 3. That's 4. And whoops. Nope, that's fine. Awesome. Let's bring you over. Exquisite. So then what I can do is I'll take all of these out. Yeah, I'll take those out. And eventually, once I start getting red circuits made and I'm able to start making the bulk inserters, what I will be able to do is then replace all of the fast inserters with those. And that will drastically increase the throughput of this station. There we are. Perfect. That should help. Actually, no. Let's not do that. I have grenades. Let us clear the forest the old-fashioned way with explosions. The way my grandpappy used to do it. are. And then once I get this set up, the last thing that I want to do, like that's kind of on my personal agenda for today, is to start making. I can do solid fuel from petroleum gas. Is start making solid fuel so that way I can do a refueling station for the trains and actually have that all automated and ready to go. So that way, you know, as they are running, if they need to stop off for fuel, they can absolutely go do that. All right, man. Have a good one, Icy. I hope you feel better, buddy. There we go. So let's start off over here. Actually, what I should do is go from... Yeah, cross your fingers, man. Positive thinking. Or don't think if that hurts. We will go from the point that is going to be the longest route. Fair enough. Anyway, go on, get out of here, buddy. And might need to go grab some more. Fine, I will. Personal health is always more important. I don't expect anybody to hurt themselves on my account. Well, I mean, there's a couple of people that can hurt themselves on my account, but they either know who they are or I haven't talked to them in years. So either way. Let's grab some more of those. And how are we doing power-wise? I haven't bothered to check on it. Oh, okay, we're fine. Really, the biggest thing is just the number of assemblers that I have going right now. But I am absolutely reaching a point where I am going to need, more iron ore, because this patch, how much we've got, 609,000 left. And then this one is 9.7 million, so there's that. There, that helps. I really should start putting down like paving stones or something. Get myself some roads to run down. I should be making concrete at some point, but I'm just not yet. All right, let's finish this off. There we go. Whoops. Didn't mean to cycle that around. And so this morning as well, I was playing a little bit of GTA 4. And what's interesting is that one of the videos that popped up all of a sudden YouTube was talking about the driving and in GTA 4. And one of the things that when I first played it, it was something that I did kind of have a little bit of frustration with, was just how odd the driving actually felt in the game. But as time progressed, or more specifically recently, I should say, I really have been getting kind of the hang of it pretty quickly. Now, bear in mind, the last time I played it was several years ago, or a couple of years ago at least. There we go. There really isn't enough there, so let's bring this in here. That should work. But compared to GTA 5, it is definitely a different experience in the car handling physics department. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. Now that I have a bit more patience and I think a little bit more sobriety than the last time I tried to play it, it is easier for me to deal with the differences in how the driving physics work. I'm better able to react to and respond to it in a way that is more meaningful. There we go. So now I've got 6 of these. Let's condense. That and that. But I find that I am, in some small way, actually enjoying the driving physics a little bit more than I had previously. Right. You are going to be that. Left. You are going to be that. Excellent. And that puts it just about in line. If I need to, I can bump them down a little bit, I think. But we'll see. I need to run back up and grab some more of the belts and shit like that. But I'm actually really enjoying this. I know it's one of those that I don't have to be doing this. I could be doing... I probably could already be in space at this point, and should be. However... that is not what I wanted. There we go. As time goes on, the particular playstyle that I enjoy changes. And so in this particular case, I really want to make a base like this. And I am enjoying the way that the layout is coming along. It was one of those that started out as sort of like, and especially with the smelter arrays, it was something that just kind of fell together or came together in a way that was unexpected. But I am really enjoying how it is all panning out. It's really kind of coming along into its own, and that makes me happy. Let's drop both those. And this, so that I've got more room for this. There we go. That should be good. And honestly, again, this is why I do enjoy playing creative type games like this, is that there's no explicitly incorrect way of setting up your base, aside from those that just don't work. Like, it's one of those that the only objective way that your base will fail is if it is incapable of doing anything. Like, that's just how that works. So that's how you know base is bad. Let's do this. And I still also need to go through and do all the power poles, but that's pretty easy. Have enough for one more set, and then that's it. And the rest is all just going to have to be is fine. I would waste the last two I have on that. And there we go. That should be everything. So let's get, again, let's start up here with these guys. There we go. Then we'll get over here. And finally, aha. That's where I can use that. There we go. Oh, this is okay. This is about to be fun. When I get this connected, what's going to wind up happening is that my power is suddenly going to go real low. Oh, or not. Never mind. Okay. That is impressive. Oh, shoot. I missed some. There we are. And that is a beautiful amount of iron ore coming in. Now all of this is going to be coming through. And we are now filling the train. Exquisite. And it's surprisingly filling up pretty quick. Like, it's not super fast or anything. But the nice thing is that once I have the train leave the station, it'll start filling up all of these buffer chests. Once those get full, then it'll be much quicker the next time the train comes through. I am, however, let's go ahead and go back to the station. Make sure all of the time. I mean, this should all work. I already have the oil train running. And nice. There we go. So the next train that we set up will be the copper train, and then I'll need a stone train. That's basically how that's going to wind up working. All right. What am I doing on? Let's do that. Flamethrower. Advanced combinators. Oh, wait, no. Because I'm not making blue science yet. That will be coming up next, I think. There we go. So for engine units, I need steel and iron. Okay. And just the sulfur and advanced circuits, which I can bring those in pretty easily. And actually, I could probably do the sulfur on site thing. What do I need? Just water and petroleum gas. Yeah, so if I just bring in a water line and a petroleum gas line, I can do the sulfur right there where I'm making the blue science. And that'll be pretty straightforward and easy. And then the only other thing is then setting up where I'm going to make the red circuits and tying that all in as well. So let's grab those, and a couple of those. And then also drop off some more of our wood and stone. Grab some more pipes as well as, what do I have you set to? 100? Let's set that to 200. Yeah. And then that. Yeah, that should be good. Give us some stuff to work on there. Now, oh, I didn't grab any of the underground belts. There we are. Oh, goody. All my technology stuff is just researching left and right. How is pollution? Okay. I need to go clear that out. That is going to be a problem. Let's go take care of that real quick. Then we'll start figuring out the start of blue science. Actually, yeah. Let's go clear that out first. Can I make an automobile yet? I can. I just need an engine unit. I should also... I might be able to fit in... Yeah. And then I could make that the refueling station. Although now that I think about it, it might not be a bad idea to have the refueling station up above all of this, have it up here. So that way the trains can come in, refuel, and then come back down onto the main line for the purposes of, you know, like whatever they need to do. Okay, that nest went bye-bye. Okay. And we just got to clean up after ourselves. There, that makes me feel a little bit safer. I think the only other one that I might need to get rid of at some point is going to be that one down there. And then we'll start clearing out these at some point as well. Especially when I do go ahead and utilize this stone patch there. But I already have a feeling, like I have a really good feeling about the way that this is coming along. Like there's a lot of really cool stuff that is getting done here. I'll tell you what, I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap up for today. As a lot of the stuff being done now is just busy work for a little bit. But yeah, So tomorrow we'll go ahead and get the red circuit set up, or the advanced circuits, so that way we can start getting blue science taken care of. We'll also go ahead and I'll either do the blue science tonight or I'll do it tomorrow. We'll wait and see. But either way, that'll get taken care of. And then we'll also do the refueling station. So that's set up and ready to go. And that one's going to be pretty straightforward. All I have to do is pipe that in and then set up some way to create the fuel and fill up trains. Other than that, though, that is going to be it for today. As always, thank you all for joining me on these misadventures. So glad to have you guys along for the ride. You all have a wonderful day. Stay out of trouble. And remember, if you get caught, I don't know you. We'll catch you guys tomorrow.